In this episode, you'll discover how little you actually burn in a race and why that changes how you fuel. For a single race, the honest answer is simple: eat and drink just to feel good. Your real skill is what you do when you race more than once in a day. Here's the fact that reframes it. Fiona Martar, the Irish Olympic medalist, set the world women's 2K record on the RP3, and the monitor read about 79 calories. That's less than a banana. One race, go by feel. A full day of racing, have a plan. Let's go.
Feel the grip of the oar handle, smooth yet firm in your hands. Taste the salt of your own sweat and the occasional splash of water. It's all part of the journey. Welcome to another episode of Faster Masters Rowing Radio. Each week, our host, Masters rowing coach Rebecca Caro, dives deep into the world of Masters rowing. Whether you're on the water or in the gym, join us to become a faster master. Let's go rowing.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Here we are talking about racing again. It's regatta day, and you've got more than one race, maybe a heat in the morning, a semi-final at lunchtime, and a final in the afternoon, or even more compressed. You walk past the food tent and your worry starts. Do I need to fuel up to get through all of this? And most rowers think I'd better load up on food or I will fade by the time I get to the final race. But that's wrong. A single race barely touches your tank of fuel. Eat all day as if each race needs a big refuel and you'll end up bloated and heavy. The real question is not how much fuel, it's timing your meals and how you recover between races. Now, a race is not a big calorie burn. Even a flat out 1K, which is the shortest and hardest racing that most of us masters do, burns only about 150 to 200 calories. Remember what I said at the top of the show about Fiona Martar? The monitor, after she'd done the 2K world record on an RP3, suggested she had only burned 79 calories, less than a banana. And your body already stores thousands of calories of glycogen. One race spends a tiny sliver of that. Your tank is full before you start your second race. But the myth persists because when you put out a lot of effort, you assume the energy cost is really high. But intensity is not the same as calories burned. We have this fitness culture to carb loads, to reach for gels. Most of that is habit, not need on race day. So what's actually happening? If you race once in a day, fuel is generally not your limiter. Your glycogen, your hydration are already where they need to be, assuming that you have gone to bed, having had a good meal, having had a meal in the morning, and being fully hydrated. Your job, if you are doing one race, is to feel good on the day. Simple, really. You can't meaningfully empty your tank in a single race. But the picture changes a little bit when you race more than once a day. Your goal now is about recovery between the gaps of your races. In those times, you have to replace fluid. You've got to nudge your glycogen back up a little, but you've still got to keep your gut feeling comfortable. It's a different problem, and that, of course, demands a different solution. So, if you're racing more than once, stop fueling the race, start managing the day. Your instinct may be to eat big after your first race, but that's wrong. Your big meal will likely sit heavy on your gut and slow you down, so go small, go frequent, and easy to digest. There are 3 levers that you need to think about. The first is rehydration. Always do this first. Fluids, a little bit of sodium, a little bit of powdered rehydration salts. Sip it between races. On a hot day, of course, this is your biggest refueling lever by far. You can choose rehydration that has protein as well as carbs in it, if that's what suits you. Then refuel next. So rehydrate first, refuel next. Do it small. easy carbs in modest amounts or a small protein snack if you have time to digest it before the next race. Choose a banana, choose a sports drink, choose a small protein bar, enough to feel topped up but not full. And you remember, you should always finish eating with time to spare before your next race. Ideally, 40 minutes to an hour. Different people find this different, so you do need to practice and notice what happens to you on race day. Most of us do practice races before we do our big one for the season. So notice it, time it, make a note of when you ate and see how you feel. And remember that sometimes how you feel in your tummy affects your state of nerves. If you're really, really nervous, you might end up focusing on the fact that your tummy feels full or you feel bloated or heavy. And actually, it's more the nerves speaking than your gut. But of course, nerves can also cause you to not digest properly. So you know your own personal reaction to racing. Make a note of it and then adjust what you do to suit you. Do protect your gut throughout. With a very short gap between races, favor liquid carbs over solid food. And whatever you do, never trial a new food on race day. It's just not worth the risk. So when you reach for your food between races, mentally say to yourself, I'm not replacing calories. I'm staying ready. And knowing that you're not actually depleted should take away that panic eating feeling. For one race, you fuel by feel. How do I feel? For many races, fuel the gaps between your races. You probably have a race day plan, a timetable. You know what time you need to be where, when you're picking up your number, what time you're meeting by the boat for each race. Add your fueling into that race day timetable. For myself, I know that I forget things on race day. And so writing it down for me is really useful. I have a checklist, things I need to take with me in the boat, for example. Add your fueling and drink into that plan so that it's all there in one place. And for me, when I've done it, I delete it from the little document on my phone. So I know what the next thing is that I need to do and what time I need to do it. So in conclusion, your race is not an energy crisis. One race, eat and drink to feel good. A day of racing, manage the day. Hydrate first, sipping liquid, then add small carbs, settle the gut, and stay ready. Till next time, bye-bye.
We are part of the RowingChat podcast network. Please tell your fellow rowers about the show. If you've learned just one helpful thing from today's episode, please consider supporting the show for as little as $1 per month by visiting fastermastersrowing.com/podcast.